My beloved child, pause right where you are and stay with me for a moment. I carry the very answer you have cried out for during those hidden hours when no one else was around. If you remain here with me until the end of this sacred moment, I will show you the specific key that opens the heavy door you have been standing before for so long. Listen carefully, because if you turn away before I finish speaking, you may walk past the greatest season of favor I have prepared for your life. I am not addressing the crowds in this moment. I am not speaking to the masses. I am speaking personally, directly, and intentionally to you. I chose this exact time and this exact meeting to reach your heart, because I know the unseen weight you have been carrying without anyone knowing. I know what hides behind your smile. I know the deep tiredness that settles over you before the day has even started. You have asked me for a sign. You have searched the heavens wondering whether I am still near. You have knelt down in the silence of your room and spoken into the darkness, asking if your prayers still reach my throne. And now I am here. I am giving you that sign. This is not an accident. This is not a random event carried by the uncertainty of life. I placed these words before you intentionally. I arranged this encounter because my love for you is too strong and too deep to allow you to miss what I am preparing to do. Do not look away from this path. Do not allow your heart to drift elsewhere. Do not dismiss this moment as something ordinary. If you truly receive my voice and open your spirit to what I am giving you, everything in your life can change. Remain here. Be still with me. These moments are sacred. They are holy ground, and within them is the answer you have waited so long to receive. My precious child, understand how important this encounter is. If you leave now, you may carry a regret that was never meant for you. I do not say this from anger, and I do not say it to frighten you. I say it because I am a father who has prepared a beautiful gift for his child, and it would grieve my heart to see you miss the blessing I have set before you in this very moment. You have asked for guidance. You have searched for direction in the middle of your wilderness. You have quietly prayed, God, show me that you still hear me. Show me that I have not been forgotten. And now I am answering you openly, speaking with a clarity that rises above all the noise around you. Do not ignore this invitation. The words reaching you now are not empty words. They carry keys. They carry the authority to open doors that have remained closed in your life for years. They carry healing for the wounds deep inside your soul that you secretly feared would never be restored. These words carry strength for the most fragile places within you. They carry a powerful light that pushes back the darkness that has lingered over your thoughts for far too long. This moment is urgent, my beloved child. There are times when I speak softly, allowing you to come closer at your own pace. But there are also moments when I call out with urgency, reaching into the flow of your life to pull you toward safety. This is one of those moments. Do not treat this like another passing thought. Do not tell yourself, I will return to this later when I have more time. The enemy would be delighted if you ignored this message, dismissed these words as coincidence, or convinced yourself that this message belongs to someone else. But hear the truth, my child. This message is for you. I prepared this table because I knew your spirit was finally hungry enough to receive what I have for you. I arranged this meeting because I would not allow you to escape my grace. I love you far too much to let you continue wandering without the truth that will save you, restore you, and lift your head once again. Look back over your life for a moment. Remember the times when you felt a gentle pull inside your heart. Remember how often you pushed it aside, telling yourself it was only your imagination or a passing feeling. I tell you now, it was me. And this moment is not your imagination either. This is my interruption entering your day. This is my hand reaching directly into your busy thoughts to remind you that I have never stopped watching over you. I have been waiting for you. I have been calling your name. I could not remain silent any longer. I see the heavy burdens you carry. I see the nights when sleep refuses to come. I see the endless thoughts racing through your mind as you worry about tomorrow. I see the tears that fall in private places where nobody else can see your pain. I see how tired your heart has become. I see how hard you work to remain strong for everyone around you, serving as a source of support, while quietly falling apart inside. And now I say this to you: give me your attention. Give me your heart. Stay here with me. And you will know with complete certainty that you have not been forgotten. If you turn away now, you may miss the miracle that I have already begun, for I am not speaking about a blessing that exists somewhere far in the future. I am speaking about something that is taking place right now. Even as you read these words, my spirit is moving. Even as this truth settles into your heart, chains are breaking in places you cannot see. Even as your eyes continue across this message, I am working on the road ahead of you, straightening what has been crooked and smoothing what has been rough. This moment marks a turning point in your life. It is a sacred meeting place between the hurt you have carried from the past and the glory that is waiting ahead of you. That is why I speak with such urgency. Do not turn your eyes away. Do not close off your heart. Do not allow the endless distractions around you to steal the precious gift I am placing into your hands at this very moment. My beloved child, for so much of your life you have struggled to believe you were worthy of my love. You have looked at yourself and counted mistake after mistake. You have believed your failures were too great to be forgiven. You have convinced yourself that the darkness of your past was too deep for my light to reach. But listen closely to my voice. None of those things have ever changed how much I love you. Not even for a moment. Nothing you have done, and nothing you could ever do has the power to drive me away. I am still here. I am still calling you by name. I am still reaching toward you with scarred hands, ready to hold your heart. I see the difficult battles that remain hidden from everyone else. I know the thoughts that move through your mind when you are alone. I feel the fears that tighten around your chest and the doubts that speak to you in the silence of the night. Yet I come to you now not in anger, but in overwhelming love. I do not come to accuse you. I come to restore you. I do not stand before you to remind you of every wrong step you have taken. I stand before you to remind you that you belong to me and always will. Do not think of this as another ordinary message moving through the world. This is me, Jesus, speaking directly to the deepest part of your spirit. I am the same Savior who walked across the raging sea. I am the one who spoke to the storm and made it obey. I am the one who touched the sick and brought healing. I am the one who called the dead from their graves and gave them life again. And in this very moment, I am speaking into your storm. I am reaching into your pain. I am releasing my perfect peace over your troubled heart. You no longer need to carry this crushing burden by yourself. You no longer need to wear a strong face for everyone around you, while everything inside feels like it is falling apart. Give it all to me, my child. Give me your fear. Give me your shame. Give me your exhaustion. My shoulders are strong enough to carry every part of it. I carried the cross. I can carry your burdens too. That is why I speak with such urgency. Stay here with me. Remain close to my presence. Because during these moments I am planting seeds of healing, hope, and freedom deep within your heart. If you walk away now, you could miss the answer you have been asking me to give you. You prayed for a sign, and I tell you this is that sign. You searched for clarity and confusion, and this is your clarity. You cried out for breakthrough, and this very moment is the beginning of that breakthrough. Declare openly for others to hear, Lord, I am nothing without you. You are my strength. Let those words become the firm anchor of your soul today. My precious child, allow the truth of these words to break through every hardened place within you. You are not invisible. You are not abandoned. You are not forgotten, rejected, or left alone to survive in a cold and uncaring world. You are chosen. You are treasured beyond measure. You are loved with an everlasting love. You are seen in every moment of your life. And I am right here beside you. I prepared this meeting long before the foundations of the world were laid. Before you were formed in your mother's womb. Before you ever faced your first struggle. Before you whispered your first prayer. I had already arranged this exact moment so I could meet you right where you are. That is how intentional my love for you is. That is how far my care extends. It reaches across eternity itself to find you today. Do not allow fear to whisper that you should walk away. Do not allow doubt to convince you that these promises belong to someone else who is better, stronger, or holier. My spirit is speaking directly to your spirit right now. I am confirming within your heart that these words are alive, filled with divine power, and meant for you. This is not a show for the crowd. This is not a script filled with empty sayings. This is my heart being poured out over your thirsty soul. And if you simply receive it, if you open yourself fully and surrender every defense, I will do more in these moments together than you could accomplish through a lifetime of struggling in your own strength. I am calling to you right now. Stop running, my child. Give me your heart. Give me your attention. And I will give you a peace that rises above all human understanding. I will give you deep rest for your tired and battle-worn soul. I will give you a joy so pure that no circumstance, no tragedy, and no enemy will ever be able to steal it from you. This is my promise that cannot be broken. This is my urgent call to your heart. And if you remain with me, if you listen all the way to the end of what I am saying, your life will never be the same. My beloved child, pause once more and truly understand the significance of what is taking place in your life right now. I have stepped from eternity into your day intentionally. I have interrupted your schedule, your distractions, your endless responsibilities, and the anxious thoughts racing through your mind, because this is a sacred meeting place between time and eternity. This is not an accident. This is not an error. This is not some random event in the universe. You did not arrive here by chance. I led you here. I directed your steps. I prepared this very moment before the stars ever filled the heavens. And I set everything into motion so that nothing in heaven or on earth could keep you from hearing my voice today. You may believe that you simply came across this message during the course of your day. But I tell you the truth. This message has been seeking you. My spirit was the gentle breeze guiding you forward. My love was the unseen force drawing you closer. My hand carefully arranged every detail, every delay, and every moment of your day so that these exact words would find you where you are right now. This is not like the many voices competing for your attention, my child. This voice carries the mark of eternity itself. It bears my divine signature. Human reasoning cannot fully explain why you suddenly felt the need to stop here, why something deep inside you whispered, "Stay. Listen. This is different." That whisper was me. That gentle pull inside your spirit, that sudden pause within your thoughts, was my Holy Spirit urging you to recognize that the Creator of the universe is speaking directly to you. You did not find this because of simple curiosity. I called you here. I stepped into the business of your day and placed this truth before you because I knew the exact moment your heart would be most open, most vulnerable, and most ready to receive what I need to tell you. Can you see the beauty in that? Countless people may pass by these words and feel nothing at all. But for you, these words will not simply pass by. For you, they are alive. For you, they are both a burning fire and a shining light. This is how you can know with confidence that I am calling you personally. Out of the countless voices reaching for your attention every day, I am breaking through the noise. I am removing the confusion. I am placing the weight of my presence upon this moment, so that you will know without doubt that I am with you, and that I have something important to give you. My child, I know how often you have wondered whether I truly notice you. You have questioned whether your prayers reach me or simply disappear into the air. You have wondered if I see the tears that fall when no one else is around. You have looked toward heaven and asked, "Lord, do you still see me? Do you still care about what happens to me?" Do you still hear me when I call out to you? Hear my answer and let it settle deep within you. I see you. I have always seen you. From the day you were formed in secret, from the moment you first breathed air into your lungs, I have watched every step of your journey. And never, not even for the smallest moment, have I looked away. Even when you believed that nobody cared, I cared. Even in places where you felt invisible, you were never invisible to me. Even when the world caused you to question your value, I was speaking to your heart in ways you did not yet understand, reminding you that you matter more to me than you can imagine. Because you belong to me. You are chosen. You are treasured. You are precious in my sight. And that is why I could not allow this day to pass without reaching out to you. I brought you here because I knew the burden resting on your shoulders at this very moment. I knew the difficult questions filling your thoughts. I knew the silent battles taking place within your heart. I knew the loneliness surrounding you, and I knew the cry of your soul that no human ear could hear. I could not remain silent while you carried all of that by yourself. That is why I arranged this meeting. That is why I stepped into your day. That is why you are receiving this truth right now. Because my protective love will not allow you to sink beneath despair. My care for you will not allow you to disappear unnoticed into darkness. And the purpose I have written over your life will not allow your future to remain hidden in the shadows when I have already prepared a path of light before you. If your spirit feels touched by the truth you are receiving, support this ministry of light. Offer your willing gifts and gratitude to ensure that my words continue to bring hope and devotion to those who wander in the dark. Give of your harvest to water this ground and watch how I multiply your obedience. My beloved child, I want you to understand the depth of what I am telling you today. In my kingdom there are no accidents. There is no random chance. Every encounter is carefully arranged by my hand. Every moment carries divine purpose. Even the delays that frustrated you and made no sense at the time were placed there by me. Even the painful detours you believed were mistakes were part of my guidance. Even the closed doors that brought tears to your eyes and interrupted your plans. Every one of them played a role in my perfect plan to bring you safely to this moment, to this place, and to these words. Nothing about your journey has been random. Nothing about your life is ordinary. Your presence here today has been divinely appointed, because I have something to place deep within your heart that will change the direction of your life. I know there are times when you look at the size of this world and feel too small, too unimportant, too broken, or too undeserving for the Creator of the stars to care about the details of your life. But I tell you the complete truth. There is not a single detail about your life that escapes my notice. I know every hair upon your head. Every breath you take is known by me. Every beat of your heart follows the pattern I placed within you. Do you truly understand how great my love for you is? I am deeply involved in every part of your life. I am not some distant and uncaring God sitting far away from the struggles of mankind. I am your Father. I am your Redeemer. I am your strong protector, your faithful shepherd, and your closest friend. I am nearer to you than the breath that fills your lungs. I am closer than your own thoughts. And I am more faithful than any human love you have ever known or ever will know. The ground of your exhaustion has been opened. I have broken it apart with truth. You have stood beneath the rain of sorrow for long enough. Now the soil of your spirit is prepared and ready to receive the seed. This is not a passing shadow moving across your life. This is the intentional planting of something living. You have labored in the deep trenches of suffering. You have pulled the weight of your pain through a long season of drought. That trench was never meant to bury you. It was created to hold my grace until every part of you is filled. Even when you could not see what was ahead, I remained unchanged. I do not move. My presence stays steady above your uncertainty. My light does not depend on your emotions or the size of the storm around you. It shines through the fog and points the way back home. Now is the time to respond. I am calling you to move your hands and sow from what you have into this work. By releasing a real offering, you help keep the lighthouse burning. That light must continue reaching those who are still wandering in darkness. Do not hold back what you have been given. Sow your provision as an act of trust. Turn these resources into a harvest for my kingdom and for your household. As you plant a seed into my kingdom, you will feel warmth reaching the cold places of your past. The vine of your life will no longer remain in the dust. It will rise upon the support of my word and produce fruit. The pattern of your purpose is now visible before you. It shows you how to move forward without fear. The season of silence has ended. My hand is on the plow. Your future stretches out before you like an open field. I brought you here because I wanted to remind you that you have never been abandoned. I wanted you to know that I have not left you behind. Even during the moments when it felt like everyone else had, I want you to understand that I am still fighting for you in places your eyes cannot see. Every painful turn in your journey has been leading toward this revelation. Every prayer that seemed unanswered was preparing your heart for this season. Every long period of silence was positioning you so that you would finally be able to hear my voice today. Listen carefully, my beloved child. When others walked away, I remained. When people ignored your gifts and overlooked your pain, I watched over you with love. When others judged you because of your failures, I covered you with grace. I could not allow you to continue wandering through the noise and confusion of this world. I set this moment apart. I marked it with my spirit and drew you here, because I needed you to know with complete certainty that you are not forgotten. You are remembered by heaven. And do you know why this understanding is so important right now? Because the great blessing I am preparing for you requires your full attention. The season ahead, a season of harvest, joy, and vindication, depends on how you respond to this moment. I could not allow you to miss it. You asked me for direction, and this is my answer. You asked for a sign, and this is the sign I have placed before you. You longed for a real touch from my spirit, and this is me reaching into your life and touching your heart. Hearing these words right now is not coincidence. It is not random chance. This is me, Jesus, calling your name, ordering your steps, and placing my living words before you so that your tired spirit can awaken and your hope can rise again. I brought you here, and I promise I will not waste this moment. Stay with me, my beloved child, because what I am about to show you has the power to change everything. I want you to listen more closely than ever before, because I am about to speak directly into the places you have worked so hard to hide. I am speaking to the parts of you that still ache, the wounds that hurt so deeply that you rarely speak about them to anyone. I see the quiet tears you have shed. I see the tears that have fallen onto your pillow during the middle of the night when you lay alone in the darkness, convinced that nobody understood how heavy your heart had become. I see those long nights when you stared at the ceiling, unable to calm the storm of anxious thoughts within your mind, wondering whether morning would ever bring relief. I see how you force yourself to rise every day while carrying emotional and spiritual burdens that nobody else even knows exist. And I tell you now with a voice that breaks through the darkness, every tear you have ever cried has been seen by me. Every silent cry that never left your lips has been heard in heaven, and none of your pain has been wasted. Declare your amen where all can see if you have faith. You have walked through battles with courage that would have broken many others. You have endured pain, betrayal, and disappointment on a level that very few people could ever truly understand. And still, look at where you are today. Look at yourself. You are still here. You are still breathing. You are still standing. You are still holding on to even the smallest measure of faith, despite the times when you felt you had no strength left to take another step. I want you to know, my courageous child, that your perseverance has not been wasted. Nothing you have endured has been without purpose in my sight. Every challenge you faced has been shaping who you are. Every painful heartbreak has been preparing your spirit. Every lonely night spent in isolation has been drawing you nearer and nearer to my heart. You believed you were carrying all of this by yourself. You thought you had been left alone in the darkness. But I was beside you through every painful moment. I held you close when there was no one else around to comfort you. I spoke peace into your spirit when your thoughts would not slow down. I stood guard over your soul when despair tried to consume you completely. You may ask me why, Lord. Why was there so much pain? Why did I have to endure all of this? Why didn't you simply remove it? Listen to my answer, beloved child. I never delighted in your suffering. My heart hurt alongside yours through every loss, every disappointment, and every betrayal. When you cried, I cried with you. But I allowed those fires to come, not to destroy you, but to prepare you. Just as gold is placed into intense heat, so that it may be purified, you have walked through seasons of hardship, so that your faith would come forth brighter and stronger. You were tested so that your spirit could become stronger than before, and so that the destiny I prepared for you could unfold with greater power than you ever imagined. What looked like punishment was never punishment. It was preparation. What felt like abandonment was never abandonment. It was refinement. Think back to those dark moments when you believed everything was over. Think about the nights when the pain felt so overwhelming that you wondered if you would even make it to morning. Yet here you are. You are still here. You are reading these words, and that alone is proof that my hand never left your life. Every time you thought you would collapse beneath the weight of your sorrow, I was the strength holding you up. Every time you felt your heart was breaking beyond repair, I was holding every broken piece together through my grace. Every time you wanted to quit, every time you wanted to surrender completely, it was my gentle voice within your spirit encouraging you to hold on one more day. You are here today because I sustained you. You are alive because my steadfast love refused to let go of you. I know the betrayals that wounded you deeply. I know the times when you trusted others and were hurt in return. I know the moments when people you loved walked away as though you did not matter. I saw how deeply that rejection wounded your heart. I saw how it caused you to question your value. I saw you sitting alone, wondering if you were somehow too difficult to love or not enough for people to stay. But listen carefully, my precious child. Those thoughts are not the truth. They are lies spoken by the enemy. Your value has never been determined by people who failed to recognize it. Your identity has never been defined by those who rejected you. Your worth has always been found in me and nowhere else. And when I look at you, I say, you are priceless. You are deeply loved. You belong to me. The people who left did not prove that you lacked value. Their leaving only revealed that they were never meant to walk the entire path I prepared for you. But I remained. I never abandoned you. I never left you. I never turned away from you with disappointment or rejection. Declare where others can see it, Jesus is my defender. If you trust completely in my protection over your life, I know the loneliness that has settled into your soul over the years. I know the moments when the silence around you felt almost unbearable. I know how deeply you longed for someone to truly understand you and truly see your heart. And I know how invisible you have felt, even when surrounded by people. At times you felt unnoticed, as though nobody understood the weight you carried or the effort it took just to keep moving forward each day. But I tell you now, with all the love of heaven, I see you. I have always seen you. When others overlooked your efforts, I saw them. When others ignored your pain, I cared. When others stepped away, I came closer. You have never been invisible to me for even a single moment. You are always before me. You are always safe within my heart. You are always under my loving care. You may not fully understand it yet, but every bit of pain you have endured has been shaping you into someone strong, wise, and full of compassion. The nights you spent crying have given you a heart that understands the pain of others. The battles you fought in silence have given your soul a depth that easy circumstances could never create. I have been carefully shaping you, just as a potter shapes clay upon the wheel. I am not shaping you for destruction. I am shaping you for purpose. I am preparing you for things far greater and far more beautiful than you can presently imagine. Do you remember those nights when you cried out to me in frustration and pain, convinced that I had gone silent and stopped answering you? I was never silent, my child. I heard every word that came from your mouth. I gathered every tear you shed. Every cry from your heart was precious to me, and I was already responding in ways you could not yet see or fully understand. At times my answer was not to remove the storm itself, but to strengthen you so deeply that the storm could no longer uproot you. At times my answer was to fill your spirit with a peace that made no human sense, even while the battle continued around you. At times my answer was to place unseen angels around your life, protecting you from dangers and destruction you never even knew were near. I was always at work behind the curtain. I was always guarding you. I was always directing your steps. Even during the moments when you could not sense my presence at all, my child, I need you to hold tightly to this truth. Not one moment of your suffering has been wasted. Every tear that fell from your eyes has watered the ground of the harvest that lies ahead. Every painful disappointment has swept away people and things that could not travel with you into the next season I prepared for you. Every sleepless night created a deeper hunger inside your spirit for my presence. Every failure strengthened your trust, teaching you to depend on me instead of depending on the temporary things of this world. You thought your pain was only tearing you down, but I was building something stronger within you at the same time. You thought your struggles were only delaying your future, but I was using them to position you for the victory that is coming. So many times you asked, Lord, why did I have to endure so much pain? Why didn't you protect me from all of it? Listen to me now and let peace settle over your heart. I protected you from far more than you will ever know while living on this earth. There were attacks planned against you that never reached you because I stopped them. There were dangers hidden from your sight because I stepped in and redirected your path. There were traps designed to destroy your life that never succeeded because I rescued you before they could close around you. Yes, I allowed you to walk through fire, but I walked beside you through every flame. And I promise you that not one hair on your head was touched without my knowledge. You felt the heat. You were refined through it, but you were never abandoned to face it alone. That is why I tell you, my beloved child, your pain carries purpose. It is not the ending of your story. It is the shaping of your testimony. You will not remain in this valley forever. The tears you cried in private will become the testimony others see openly. The nights when you thought your mind would break will become part of the story you tell about my faithfulness. The struggles that tried to bury you will become the foundation on which I build one of your greatest victories. So keep holding on, my brave child. Do not hate your tears, because I have turned them into seeds that will produce joy. Do not regret those sleepless nights, because I have woven them into wisdom for your spirit. Do not believe your long battles were pointless. I have transformed every attack against you into preparation for what is ahead. You are not a broken vessel beyond repair. You are being carefully rebuilt into something stronger, more beautiful, and more capable of carrying my glory. You are not abandoned in a wilderness. You are being positioned for the promised land. You are not forgotten in the darkness. You are being remembered, called forward, and prepared for a greater season. I tell you again so that this truth settles firmly within your soul. Every tear has been seen. Every cry has been heard. Every battle is known by me, and because I am a God of perfect love and perfect justice, I will work all of it for your good. Nothing has been wasted. Everything has been preparation. The very pain that wounded you so deeply will become the testimony that lifts you higher than you ever imagined. You will rise higher than you thought possible. And before long, you will look back on this difficult season and understand that even in your darkest moments, even in your coldest nights, I was carrying you, shaping your heart, and preparing you for the glory that is coming. My beloved child, listen carefully now and let your spirit become alert. I am about to speak something over your life that the enemy cannot silence, cannot stop, and cannot undo. I speak now with the full authority of your Creator, your Savior, and your God. Your breakthrough is on the way. The chains that have held your mind, your finances, your health, and your relationships are breaking even now as you hear my voice. The heavy burden that has rested upon your shoulders for so long is being lifted from you. The fears that kept you awake at night, filling your thoughts with worry about tomorrow, are fading in the light of my presence. The loneliness that wounded your heart so deeply is being healed by the certainty that I am near. The rejection that caused you to question your value is being replaced by an unchanging truth. You are chosen, you are precious, and you belong to me. Whatever has kept you bound is rapidly losing its hold over your life. And what once looked completely impossible through human eyes is about to change dramatically through the supernatural power of my mighty hand. My child, do you hear what I am declaring? Today I am speaking complete freedom over your life. Let us look at the chains that are breaking away. The chains of fear that held your thoughts captive, that caused you to question every step you took, that made you doubt your value and your purpose. They are breaking apart like small branches beneath the power of my voice. Fear no longer has authority over you, because I am your perfect peace. I did not give you a spirit of fear, weakness, or timidity. I gave you a spirit of power, of love, and of a sound, steady, and disciplined mind. I know how fear has spoken to you during the darkest hours of the night. I know how it filled your mind with frightening images of the future. How it told you that failure was certain. How it convinced you that you were not strong enough to overcome what stood before you. But today I am silencing those lies once and for all. I am speaking truth into your spirit right now. You are more than a conqueror through me. You will not remain bound by anxiety. You will stand up with boldness, confidence, and heavenly courage. Because my spirit, the very spirit that raised Christ from the dead, lives within you. Carry this message to another weary soul. Share this flame of hope with someone still sitting in darkness. Let the light I have placed in your hands today become the spark that brings warmth to another person's world. And now, my child, because you remained with me, because you did not look away, because you quieted your troubled heart, and stayed in my presence until the end of this sacred encounter, I will now fulfill the promise I made when I first called you today. I told you that if you remained here with me, I would reveal the specific key that opens the heavy iron door you have stood before for so many years, praying, crying, and knocking upon. You have tried to open that door through your own strength. You have tried to force it open through your own understanding, your own effort, your own striving, and your own tears. You have become exhausted trying to create a path where no path seemed to exist. Here is the key, my beloved child. Receive it now within your spirit. The key is complete surrender. You have been gripping the outcome so tightly that your spiritual hands have grown weary. You have been trying to protect yourself. You have been trying to control every detail, because deep inside you feared that if you released your grip, everything would collapse around you. But today I say to you, let it go. Lay down the burden of control. Release the timeline you have held onto in your mind. Release the exact method you believed this breakthrough had to follow. Release the hidden fear that I will somehow fail you. When you finally remove your tired hands from the wheel, when you finally lift your eyes toward me and say with true surrender, Lord, not my will but yours be done. I trust you with the pieces. That is the very moment the iron door begins to open. That is the moment heaven releases provision. That is the moment healing appears in the natural world. The key is not greater effort. The key is deeper trust. Breathe out your anxiety now. Breathe in my peace. The door is already opening. The season is already changing. The breakthrough already belongs to you. Step forward into the light, my chosen and deeply loved child. You are free. You are healed. You are restored. And I am with you today, tomorrow, and forever. Go forward in my peace and watch as miracles unfold before you. We run on viewer support only. For exclusive member-only content, scan the QR or see the pinned comment. God bless you.